Gutterball 60 coming at you hot. We got a wonderful guest, Ricky, coming back and joining us for the second time, I don't remember, but we're doing great. We got a lot of great topics for y'all. Before we jump into anything, remember to like, subscribe, comment. If you want to be a guest in the cast, you can email us, DM us, drop it in the comments below, reach out to us. Don't be afraid. Get on the cast. Stop lacking, dog. You know, that ain't cool. I'm frankly disappointed in a lot of you, but the viewership's good, so I love you still, so it's okay. Daddy loves you. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Paul, what's up? What's new in your world?
Doing good. Those cousins that emailed us about coming on the cast, why haven't you emailed us back? We emailed you. Email us back. Do you want to come on the cast?
Do it.
Come on the cast. Come on.
Do it.
Come on. You want to come on the podcast? Doing pretty good. How are you doing, Jack?
Good. Same old, you know. I really got nothing new to report. Just keeping up on the working out, you know. I'm gonna do my full Kyle transformation, you know. I'm gonna come back looking like a monster.
Yeah.
Just get a little while. But Ricky, what's new since we saw you last?
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming on. It's been a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. No, same old. Wedding coming up soon, but otherwise, same old. Work and school. I'm just chilling.
Hell yeah. You learning anything useful in school?
No.
You're learning about Linux permissions?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. You could argue it's useful. I don't know. You could.
Yeah. Oh, no. I saved 5 seconds not Googling. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man.
Whatever.
I'm glad to hear you're still cranking on that. You'll be very proud once you're done and you get that slip of paper. I mean, at least I was. I was like, God, thank God this is over.
Absolutely. Yes, it'll be a great feeling.
And then when I was done, I was like, to think I wanted to do 2 more years of this bullshit.
Yeah,
I was like,
you said that like 2 weeks ago. You're like, I should have done 2 more years.
I go back and forth on it. Like, I seriously do. I know I'll go back and forth on it. Like, oh, fuck, I should have went and just got the 4-year. But then I'll also like, I'm doing pretty good. Like, I'm on a pretty good path right now for a 2-year degree.
Yeah. If you do decide to go back, I have a school to recommend.
Ah, yes, indeed. WGU, right?
That's right.
Hell yeah, go Owls. What the fuck's their mascot?
Night Owls, yeah.
Yeah, go Night Owls. They got new sports teams. Do they play online sports because it's an online college?
I hope
they all
so.
Zoom and they all Zoom and they all work out like the whole team?
No, I want it to be like esports. I want them to have like a CS:GO team.
No,
that's a real thing. Colleges have esports.
Really? What
I've heard about that.
Yeah,
that's funny because one of my topics is esports is a joke and shouldn't be taken seriously by anyone under the age of 12, and that is directly how it's worded.
I'm not even joking. It's a little cringe. There are some people I know, or they've talked about it even at work, about talking about Rocket League esports. Like I've overheard like water cooler talk of people talking about esports, and I'm like, that's just fucking weird, man.
It's okay if you've won any money from it. Then I'm like, all right, you're about that. I got you. But if you're a participant, like a watcher or viewer, I don't know how I feel about you, dog.
You know, what would if you were a professional gamer, what would be like your signature? Would you have like a catchphrase? Would you do something funny when you won? I think I just stand up and piss myself like in my pants, like I just pee right there.
That's a good
Hands
one.
up and I'm peeing.
So nice.
Yeah, I get the op 360 quick scope on CS:GO.
Yeah. Ideally, I just want to be really good. There was this professional Counter-Strike player, and I used to watch professional Counter-Strike because before they made it illegal, you could bet on it. You could just like bet money pretty much or skins, which was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. But there was just one. My favorite players was like Kenny S or something, and he was like autistically stupid good, like dummy good. It was just ridiculous to watch.
The people to me, while we're on the subject of like esports or just gaming in general, is like the guys that are just nutty at FPS. Is like the one that comes to mind for me, and it's just because Escape from Tarkov is such a hard game. Like it's not easy by any means. How good he is at just clicking heads. Because like if you know how to click heads really good in Tarkov with whatever gun, you'll win the like. It's an instant kill pretty much to the head if they're not wearing a helmet, or like if you have really good ammo. So it's just like. It's just super impressive to me that like people can do that. Like Landmark's insane. Like you can go just look up Landmark and you'll get on YouTube and you'll get all of his highlights where he's walking into a raid by himself and he's just got like a juice cannon. There's like a team of 5 and he murders all of them in like under like literally like 2 seconds. Click, 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 click. They're all dead. How do people do that?
It's cool, but if you don't know what the game is or what you're looking for, you're not going to see it. But how can you spice it up? Like, what if you like dangled him from like a bridge safely, and then you had the PC in front of them and they had to play like that. Like that would be my esports. Or you throw them in a pool and they have to tread water while they play games. And if they get the computer wet, you lose, buddy. Your computer's done for. Don't get it wet. So that's like an extra challenge. I don't know. You could do a lot of cool shit.
I think you'll get there.
You have to box whoever wins the esports tournament. The two winners at the box, and that determines it.
Have you seen the VR that kill you if you die? I mean, it's an experiment. The guy that
it's an experiment, yeah.
It's a real thing. They made one. He's like, it'll never be tested, but yeah, there's like pistons in it. If you die, it goes.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, you're gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be
dude.
It would be like you're suspended in a pool and you have to like beat Halo 1 before the pool fills up. It'll shut the computer off like when the water gets to the top, like towards the top.
That'd be fun.
Legendary and lasso, and it will kill you. We'll just leave you in there.
You attach like a what do they call that? Like a what do they call the metal suit? Like an exoskeleton, and the guy's skydiving and he has to like, beat a game. And he's got the entire computer like attached to him. Like that dude that's been doing Zoom calls. Have you seen those? Where the guy like does a Zoom call while he's skydiving or while he's in like a UFC fight?
Yeah. No, that's funny. I haven't seen that. That's good shit.
You haven't seen that? There's a guy that has a green screen apparatus behind him and a laptop in front of him, and he does a pro MMA fight in a business Zoom call. And like he keeps getting like knocked around, and the green screen keeps messing up. He gets like actually pretty hurt. I think.
I've seen that. That's ridiculous. Have you seen that kid that lived his life in third person? He put the VR headset on and then put the camera above him, so it was like behind him. So he walked around in third person. Because he was seeing the VR. Yeah,
dude, that'd actually be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of sick, right? I was like, he's on to something. Like, it'd be like Resident Evil, dude. You'd be rocking around and see your back. You know what I mean? I think it'd be gnarly. I feel like how long you could do it, I don't know.
I feel like eventually you'd get used to the delay and reaction from like that small delay and reaction from the camera, the feed. But like, I feel like you could adapt to it eventually.
I think
if that
you
was
could,
just permanent.
What if you just put someone in that, like a baby? You just started them out as third person. We should try that. It'd be a good experience. The first third person baby. Let's see how that works out.
They'd be so dicked.
Oh, dude, like you have them do that till they're 10 years old, and then you'd be like, all right, the experiment's over. Like, what do you mean? It's like, we're going to show you what the real world looks like from your point of view. What?
They wouldn't want to go back.
Dude, I don't think.
No, dude, you lose visibility. They'd like break you.
They take the headset off,
it's like all of a sudden you take away. Yeah, it's like taking away our peripheral right now. You can only see right here. Starting now.
That'd so bad.
That'd fucking suck.
More of a comedic suggestion than a realistic one.
They take the headset off. Oh no, put it back on. Super tiny eyes.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, they're all fucked up. I just think about that South Park girl where he's just like trying to help her like look pretty, and she takes off the glasses and her eyes are fucking small.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They did do a South Park on that.
Perception. Yeah.
Oh, that's good shit. Paul, what's this about? I gotta talk about this. What's this about the Lil Tay elaborate fake death, supposedly fake?
Do you know who Lil Tay is, Ricky?
I think so.
That little tiny Asian girl that was big a few years ago. Like, remember when like Bad Baby or whatever, the girl was on Dr. Phil that got super famous, Catch Me Outside. This Lil Tay got popular around the same time as her, I think, when that initial thing happened. And she was like, I don't know, even younger at the time. She's 14 now, and apparently like yesterday or the day before, like they're on their Instagram page that I think their parents run now or have control over, said like a long message of like that Lil Tay passed away. And same with like her older brother, but like they just hadn't announced it. Like her brother had passed away in April, and now the daughter had passed away at 14. It was super cryptic, but like a well-written, like, our daughter passed away. Please, give us privacy during this time. And the next day, another super like high Instagram account that I guess Lil Tay was known to be using. And obviously take all this for a grain of salt, go do research, because I'm doing this all from memory, but said like, no, I'm not dead. I'm alive. Like, I don't have access to the account. Parents have control over it, in a lawsuit with them, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And they reached out to her father, who supposedly, like ran a lot of her accounts because she's super fucking young. And he denied to say whether the post was fake, true or false.
Well, then it was.
Yeah, it was fake. So like, what I think it is just another grab to get to the top, like this elaborate like fake death thing. I think to like give her more exposure again and bring her back to the limelight. But I don't know what else it'd be.
Weird, dude.
you can only go so far with the whole I'm richer than you. I'm a little kid, a little Chinese girl, and I'm flexing on you with my Gucci shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just doesn't
Without-
hold any weight. It's like, yeah, you pass the line. Same with Catch Me Outside. No one's talking about her because no one gives a fuck. Those people fade and go because they are retarded. So, you know, laugh. How are they gonna stay?
Yeah, and like
Actually, you know what? Lil Tay, it's a little mean. She was like 10 when that shit happened. She ain't retarded. She's just a kid. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like she's like being puppeted a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
a little fucked
I
up.
feel like the behind the scenes, if we knew it, is probably going to be your classic. Parents are super controlling once they realize like the fame the daughter was getting, took control of all her social medias, being the adult. You know, they have control of her bank accounts, her money. She, you know, they're adults, they're her parents, and probably just went wild with it. And now something weird's going on. I don't know.
So she's 14 now.
I think so.
So was she like? It was a
Very
while
young.
ago.
She'd be
Was she like
9 or
10 when she started?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If you
there's
go
no way
watch
she was
videos,
talking like that naturally, of her own
And
creative will.
like my assumption is by the time you guys see this podcast, you know, on the Saturdays, that something would have come out, you know, whether it's true or false, but also like TMZ and whatever like other news outlets said that they can't find any obituaries or official death certificate for her, which obviously usually comes first before announcing someone's death. So yeah, the interesting thing is I probably just need to do more research and context. It's like, what happened to her brother and why was that wrapped into the same thing? I don't know.
I heard this theory that it was a suicide, a combined suicide, and yeah, I don't know. That's all I've ever heard.
That'd be fucked up. The older brother,
that would be
the
fucked up.
younger sister killed themselves because of their parents' control. Oh my god.
Yeah,
That'd be
apparently the
wild.
parents are doing a Macaulay Culkin type situation to him. So, yeah, you know, that sucks. It sucks when that happens, and I wish there was like laws in place because it's been happening, you know, since the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking,
I mean,
since kids were in TV shows, they don't get the money or
Yeah.
movies or whatever. They can't. It's just not how that shit works.
Well, think about it too. Like even like large YouTubers like that Ryan's Toys, that Ryan's World, like that kid that just unboxes shit and just has like millions and millions of views.
I hate
Like,
him.
oh well, yeah, you can hate. I don't hate the kid.
He
I
makes,
hate
dude, he's like a billionaire.
I
dog.
know,
He
I
has his
know.
own toy. He has his own toy brand.
So
I see
if
it.
you ever had a kid and they just like somehow like not predatory, but if they got like famous somehow and you tell them like, hey, like, would you like to pursue this, and you help them with it, my thing as a parent would be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you with this, but every single cent's just gonna go into like a savings account for them, you know? Like, I don't want, it'd be so wrong. Sure, you're doing the video editing, whatever, but like it'd be so wrong of you to take all that money as a parent, I feel, when the kid's like the star.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I don't want my child on social media.
Oh,
Right.
fuck yeah.
Like, I don't want to. Acting is it was one thing, but I don't want you on social media posting shit like Lil Tay. And also, there becomes a point with Ryan's Toy, and Idub said it best. And God, I hate to agree with Idub, but he's right. Where it's like you can't have Christmas every day, or else you become a piece of shit kid. You know, and they're getting toys all day, every day. Because that kid reviews toys. That's what he does. You know, it's just gonna pan out to make a terrible human being, at least in my estimation. But
And then like, I don't know, it's like 15 years later, he's like in his mid-20s and now he's getting like a new car every day or something. He's fucking just reviewing just random new shit. It just keeps going. The cycle never ends. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I never thought about that. Yeah, that kid's gonna be a piece of shit probably, unfortunately. Sorry, Ryan's World. If you want to come on the podcast, so let us know.
yeah, hit us up. Ask your dad.
Um,
On God.
Ricky, you'll like this talk here. I have just been like, I know now is not the time to buy a car. I'm probably not going to buy a car, but I've just been wanting a new car so bad lately. Even if it's just like a project that just like something I drive in the summer and leave in the garage. But I've just been fiending. I've just been looking. I'm always on Marketplace looking around. Lately, my fascinations have been Miatas. I've been wanting a Miata, to be real with you.
Yeah?
I want like a early 90s one with pop-up headlights.
You gonna fuck around with it, or are you gonna keep it?
Probably just keep it bone stock to start with. I mean, they're obviously slow. They're tiny cars, but they're cool. They're super reliable. Like if you don't do a ton of mods to them, and like you can get turbo kits to them and make them somewhat reliable. You know, it's a pretty strong motor. But yeah, I don't know. I just like I wanted one. Plus, it would fit in my garage. That's the main thing. Is like if I want a project car, it would fit in my tiny ass garage. Like,
Yeah, dude.
But I don't know. Yeah,
Well,
I've just been wanting cars.
hell yeah. I mean, if you're financially there, I'd say do it because that's fucking fun. And as of just recently, used car prices have actually gone down.
They have gone down a
pretty
little bit. Yeah.
significantly.
I noticed that You want to know what's funny, dude? And I've talked about this on the cast before. When all the cars went up, like, Buick still stayed so cheap. Like, my car gained no value at all. At all. Dude, like, my car, realistically, like, well, now with all the body damage it has and whatever from, like, the hit and run, it's like, my car realistically is not worth more than $1,000. Like, and it's unfortunate. I know I wouldn't be able to get, like, but it has 105,000 miles. Like, and it's,
Damn,
it's got really still super low mileage, but like, that's why it's worth more to me to just keep it and use it as a daily driver than it is for me to just upgrade my daily completely, which is why, like, my thought is, like, if I'm going to get another car, the Buick's staying. I'm just going to drive that day to day. Other car will just sit in the garage, but it has to be something smaller due to my current living situation with the garage. But.
And this isn't a project car. You need an actual car.
It would be like project / really it's just me to have a second car that I can enjoy in the summer on like the weekends in the summer, you know.
True. No, it's valid. I'm driving mine until it's gone. I'm in the same boat as you
until it
pretty
dies.
much. Yes, sir. Mine's a little older too.
Yeah, well, yours has got the motor issues. Mine has got the fucking transmission issue, which doesn't happen all that often because I don't drive long distance with it unless it's to Duluth and back.
Yeah, I stopped driving long distance with it. I'll just have my buddies with me there.
That's fair.
It sucks. It really sucks to have a car that I kind of don't trust to go 2 hours down, you know, to Minneapolis, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Dude, those motors are bulletproof. They'll be fine.
I'm gonna chance it. I think we'll be fine.
Get the fluid. Like anybody else that has a beater, when it does happen, you leave it on the side of the road in the cities, and they just come pick it up, and you get a fine sent to your
like.
Yeah, well, my beater. There's something wrong with the front. Like, I don't know. Something with the front where if I hit a bump, I'll almost change lanes. I'll move so far. I'll shake so violently.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's a ball joint or a tie rod. No, it's got to be a ball joint.
Something.
Yeah, my drift is getting up there. It's getting to the left and pretty bad, so I have to correct for that. People think I'm drunk when I'm driving, but I'm just trying not to kill you guys. You know?
Oh.
No, you know, I'm usually like a very like clean and organized person, but this last year, since this Buick has given me so much trouble, like I've had to put the most work into this car than any others, even though it's still reliable. It's just been little things here and there, just still super annoying. Is like, I used to like once a season vac my car out, wash it, wax it, like just make it super nice, interior and out and everything. The Buick, I haven't done it once this year. It's gotten so nasty in there, and it's like I just don't even care because it hasn't treated me well. Why should I treat it well? Fuck it. Like I'm just driving, it's not worth anything. I don't care anymore, you know?
Dude, I had to park under trees, and it got so dirty, my back windshield, because I had to clean it. It was like dirt because I just left it for months. So I didn't give a fuck. And yeah, if you open it, you're gonna find quite a few cigarette cartons. But those things are left over from like 3 years. I just don't fucking care. Trap car, you know what I'm saying?
Like, don't,
see, if someone wants to rob you, they're not gonna. Because look at this guy; he's got, you know, trash in it.
You still got res all over your dash.
I cleaned that off.
Yeah, he would just blow his money, and I got in his car. And I'm like, it fucking reeks in here. His entire, all his climate controls. It's like you couldn't even press the buttons. They're all covered in res. He's just fucking. He just kept cleaning out his money's and putting it like all over the dash, and it's just nasty, dude. I'm like, bro, you can't even touch a knob. You get like stuck to the fucking console.
Work. To be fair, they don't work.
Yeah,
anyway,
well, I figured. Well, if they didn't, they don't now because you fucking. I can see it in the cassette tray. Fine. It was everywhere.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, no, that is cleaned up. I don't smoke in the car anymore because apparently that's illegal. So, you know how it is.
No, officer, your eyes are beet red when he pulls you over. It's illegal?
I had no idea.
What are the laws on that now? Is it legal to smoke and drive?
Are you asking seriously?
To smoke now?
Oh, it's gonna be treated as because they have tests they can tell but they're only accurate up to like an hour or something. Like they're not the greatest. Yeah, it's swab tests. My brother told me about having to like issue them before. But yeah, you can. It's basically just follows DUI laws, like anything with drinking and driving. It's the same with like, but with weed, it's like any amount. Because you can't. There's no scale for like how high you are.
Sure.
You know, or at least I don't think they can tell.
Like, weed. I never drive high anymore. Last time I did it was like years ago. I just don't like driving impaired. I don't think it's safe at all. But if you drive drunk, man, I don't know, dog. We got to have a harsher penalty for you. Like I think you're going to jail, like at least for like a couple months, like for sure. Like, don't come on, man. Like, it's 2023. Don't fuck up.
For sure. I know too many people who have driven drunk.
Same here.
Not safe.
Yeah, I know a few people that
cross the bridge.
Yeah,
it's the Autobahn of Minnesota.
Fuck, like their life, but like if you kill someone else, man, that's fucked up.
Oh, for sure,
it happens. So
yeah, don't advocate it at all. It's so selfish. Well, it's easy to not do.
It's just like also too like how hammered you got to be one of those like you have to be so hammered to be one of those guys that's on the wrong side of the road going the wrong way that like kills a family. That shit happens like more often. I mean, that happened in Duluth like I think it was the literally a week before I moved down here. I remember hearing about like someone was on the wrong way on the just 53 like right outside the the bend right before you go around the paper factory. Yeah, someone like to go south. Someone was just on right like going the other way and just slammed into the car and like killed the lady and her kids or something. And it's just like how do you get that hammered? And I don't know. It is wild. Yeah, I think there should be harsher penalty for drinking and driving, but like
I mean,
that being said, Minnesota's one of the laxest states. Minnesota's basically like first time. Obviously, if you're caught and no one was harmed, and you get arrested and they impound your car, first time's like a massive fine. Like it's like it's huge.
A kid in high school what a year.
But most states are like you're getting some type of jail time. Whereas like Minnesota, not Wisconsin. Yeah, that happened to a buddy of mine. He was asleep in a car. He was asleep in a car near the beach, and it was because he was hanging out on the beach and partying with his friends in Wisconsin. He lives in Wisconsin. He decided that he was too impaired to drive, so he put his keys like in the center console and slept in the back of the car, and a cop came by at like 4 a.m. because the parks are technically closed. He was parked like near the beach, and he got a DUI because the keys weren't far enough away from like the ignition, and like whatever, he got a DUI. He was sleeping in the back seat. So it's just absurd. Like to me it's like that cop could have probably cut him some slack. It'd be different if like he felt, because he'll feel if like the motor's still hot, like he'll just go to the front of the car. But like obviously he hadn't driven since that night because he didn't have a ride home from the beach. It was way late, and he just decided to crash in the car, and then he got a DUI for that.
Yeah,
I guess. Apparently, you're supposed to put the keys like up on a tire or somewhere outside the car if you have to do that, and it's like that. What a fucking weird rule. How about if it's not in the ignition? I didn't plan on driving.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, how do you know it even runs?
Yeah.
That is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, pot being legal, I'm interested to see how many more like DUIs happen. I don't think it's going to be any more frequent.
I don't think the technology is there reliable from what I hear, especially the swabs, because like you said, it's not reliable up to an hour, and I've heard that even so, it's still just super unreliable. Do I think they should find a way to do it? Probably. I guess it doesn't really matter for me because I'm not going to drive high anyway. But I know a lot of people who drive high. I'd rather have them drive high than drunk. I'm going to be real. But that's just my opinion. For sure. I guess it all depends on tolerance.
I don't think I'd be surprised if there's a significant amount more like DUIs given out because of it. Because I haven't, at least from people I talk to, there's no one I've met so far that's been like, I've never smoked in my life, but now that it's legal, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. The fuck are those people? Where are you at, guys? They don't exist.
What's weird is like you go into a dispensary in another state. I've only done this a few times years ago, and like you go in there and it's like it's surreal because you can like buy it and it's like legal and whatever. But like you go in there and there's like mom and dad, middle age, looks like a middle income couple that ball out. Like they're all about it. And it's just like, damn, like this is actually kind of cool, because we're so used to the scene where it's like it's illegal, dude. Like it's like you don't talk about it, you keep it kind of under wraps if you can. Like it's not. But now it's like
Schedule 1.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting now. As it's legalized in Minnesota now, like when like bars down here open up, like those smoking bars, like that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Like you go to one of those and like there's just people there, like just from all walks of life.
That is the last fucking thing I want to do is smoke with a bunch of random people. I've been smoking since I was 14. Keep that shit away from me. I want to smoke a joint and go hit the bag. Those weed bars, man. I don't know. It used to be some hippie.
What if it was a weed boxing bar?
I'm all about it. Well,
yeah, so you get to pick out your strain and pick your bag on the floor.
You have to have a joint in your mouth while you fight.
Yeah, the whole time.
Like,
are you not smoking? The
It's
trainer in there?
Yeah, fucking furious, dog. He's pissed.
It's a heavy cardio exercise now.
He's like, that's it, you're getting punished. He has you drop down and do sit-ups, and every time you do a sit-up, he's making you rip a bong.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's just,
you know what?
You're vomiting.
You're just retarded.
Dude, that's foul, dog. You can't do that to somebody. It's like, oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. I was going to talk more about weed stores, but I lost it. It's gone.
It's all good.
R.I.P. that thought.
But yeah, cars.
Yeah. Do the Miata, dude.
Cars are cars, yeah.
Sometimes,
you know, it's funny.
So I'm looking at them, and then there's actually a kid I know that's selling one, like in Duluth, that he had repainted and had like a bunch of new suspension work done. The thing is it's the later model year, so it doesn't have the flip up headlights, but like whatever, you know. It's a 99. It's in really nice shape too. I thought about messaging him, but I still think it's like, personally, I think right now at this point it's a little steep what he's asking, but also like. Yeah. He has the list of all the work done, and you can tell that he looks like he meticulously took care of it. But
yeah, I have the opposite. I've never bought a car with work done to it, but every time I look, I'm like, I want to lowball this guy to hell, because I don't know how good you are at putting those in. Sure, you could buy them.
Yeah.
I don't know how good you are.
That's
if
fair.
This is a dealership that's like, we put a ton of aftermarket stuff and you have a warranty.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
What I'm always also too is like why I'm also like I'm not gonna buy it, but like why I wouldn't too is just like I'm done buying cars, and I haven't done it often, but I've seen enough people get burned just from younger people because it probably just beat the shit out of like. That's what I noticed, especially like Subarus, dude. Like, oh, I want a WRX. Good luck finding a WRX that somebody owns and that isn't like above that's above 30. Good luck finding a seller above 30 that has a WRX that looks like he took good care of it, because usually it's all people under 30 just beating the fucking shit out of it, putting bolt-on mods on it, putting a bigger turbo on it, blowing it up. Like, oh, it runs and drives, but there's white smoke coming out of the tailpipe and it stalls. Yeah, you blew the head gaskets, the motor's fucked, you know, like.
It stands, it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks super cool. It can't do third gear though. You know, like.
You can't do third gear.
Yeah.
Skip it. You skip it.
I remember I went and looked at a car when I was first car shopping for my first car, and I didn't have a lot of money, but then like as I went and looked at other cars, I had more, so I could find some nicer options. But I went and looked at like this Pontiac Grand Am, and it had no rust, and it was silver, and it had a red door though, like it was a red door from a red one. And the guy was telling me like, yeah, great, runs and drives over. I get there. There was no interior pics. All the door panels are missing. Like all the interior shit's like missing. He's like, oh yeah, reverse doesn't work. I'm like, so what the fuck happens if I need to reverse? Yeah. And immediately when he said that, I'm like, yeah, I'll see you later. Like, I just didn't even take the time to test
What an
drive
asshole.
Yeah.
You didn't put that in the fucking description.
But also, I was young and didn't probably ask enough questions. But I was like, you know, run and drive, like.
You shouldn't have to ask if reverse works. By the way, does reverse work?
Yeah.
You don't ask that. Yeah,
that's fair. It was more like I felt like I kind of got Venus flytrapped, where he waited till I got there to like tell me what the fuck was wrong with it. And it's just like, really...
after you're already invested enough to be there.
Yeah.
That's a gross like analogy. You got Venus flytrapped by that guy.
You don't like that
at all. I don't like that.
I just
at all.
Got you. Yeah, I got fly. Oh, bro, I got flytrapped again.
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah. Don't say that.
Have you guys heard of Camel?
No.
I've never heard of that website till today. Go look it up. It will literally tell you the pricing history of Amazon items and shit, so you're not getting scammed. Because you know, like when there's Amazon deals going on, like Prime Day, it'll be like, this book is fucking $10 off, but really it was like already that price. They just mark it down, you know, they just do the marking and the percentage off to make it look like it's discounted. Camel, you can put in any Amazon URL and it will tell you the pricing of that item for like months beforehand, even up to like a year, so you can know if you're like actually getting scammed or if it's actually a discount.
Well, I just bought some hair gel, like so I can like not have to wear hats all the time. So let's see if I got fucked or not.
Yeah. Let's see if you.
Oh, I don't think I'm signed in actually, so I don't think I can. Maybe I am.
Ooh, the best daily drop percentage wise today is Hitler's Housewives.
You know what I saw in there today is actually, and you never see this, those PlayStation 5 controllers, believe it or not, they're $75 new. They are on sale for $50 right now on Amazon. Yeah, isn't that crazy, dude? $75. Those fucking controllers.
That's a great website. Thanks for the...
Yeah, I just found out about, I know it's been around for a long time, and I know I'm way late on the train, but I'm like, any listeners out there probably in the same position I was. I was literally listening to a podcast when I heard this, so I was like, I gotta look this up. But I bookmarked that. Fuck, if I ever buy anything off Amazon, I'm just gonna use that all the time now to make sure I'm not getting fucking fucked.
Like, it's not bad.
A deal that looks too good to be true, you know?
Stainless Ladies is on sale, so in case you wanted that. It is what it sounds like, so... You know,
yeah, because they'll do something like oh, this cookware set's $100, and then when it's Prime Day, they'll do like this cookware set's $95, but they'll do the markdown not from $100 but from like $250, saying that was the original price. You know, so you really think you're getting a massive discount, but really you're just saving $5. Like,
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So like that's how Amazon fucks you, and I didn't realize how often that happens. I'm sure I've fallen victim to it many a times, but now that will no longer happen to me, and hopefully you viewers out there, stay alert.
Stay safe. Yeah, stay safe, stay alert. Real quick, guys, what is on your desk right now? Show us what you got.
Oh, we're doing the desk bit? Okay.
We're doing the desk
bit. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
I can start. All
right, go ahead, Jack. Show us what's on your desk currently.
Me and Paul have cups and shit. I have a lot of random stuff in there. I got some nicotine pods from a vape that I do not own anymore, so I don't know why they're in here. I have a nice German knife. I looked it up. It's from the 30s. This is silver. My dad gave it to me. I like to think a Nazi used this to butter his bread while in the trenches or something, you know? But that's just me. That's just me personally. I can't verify this, but it is old. It is an old knife, so that's sick.
Cool.
That is fucking gnarly. I have all types of knickknacks and random shit. I got this little skull carved out of fishbone, supposedly.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
I'm gonna call BS because this thing is too sturdy for fishbone. You ever like pick up a fish, you could snap that thing in half. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that thing is that tough.
They're too flexible.
Yeah, right. I always have a laser pointer for intruders. This thing will blind your eye. You know, I blind you and then I go low is my plan.
Could you ruin the camera with that?
I could.
Don't do that.
If you really wanted me to,
no,
Paul,
don't ruin it.
I'm not gonna do it.
Purple.
I'm not gonna do it. Shout out! I got a nice picture of me and my sister. Look at that.
That's a great photo.
Look at that. Look at that handsome looking guy.
Photos? Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was or something. But look how far I've fallen. Just
terrible.
It's terrible.
The hair length is honestly impressive. Like from that
sir,
point.
It's gonna keep growing. Yeah, it actually, it is good look. I always got the head. The shrine. I pray to this. I put my headset right on this bad boy.
It's got razors in the head of it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is my thing. This is for my, I put my headset on this. My nice little thing. So that's what's on my desk besides all the sex toys. But yeah, that's about it. All the cool shiz I got.
I'll go. This goes great into my next segment. The camera for the channel. We got this. It's not as rigged out as it can be, but this is the rig. Other than a bunch of pens and sticky notes and my drinks, just a couple drinks. I got my Ridge wallet. This is my wallet. And then I got my keys and my Ridge key holder. If you don't got one of these, you've been caught lacking. Got to get yourself one of these. I got my passport because I'm prepping. And then...
Can you open that and send me a picture too?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Cool.
And then I have this one cigarette. It has been on my desk for so long.
Smoke it. Do it. Come on.
It's probably so... I don't even know what kind this is.
They're not going to notice.
Oh, it's a Marlboro. That's what it is.
Oh, I can tell you that. I was about to say. I was like, that's Marlboro right there.
I don't know. I'm probably never going to smoke it. I just like, I don't know. I like the look of an unlit cigarette. Looks good. Very aesthetically pleasing. I'm going to get a good up-close shot with the camera after this. I have these fucking foam Lego blocks so you can squeeze. I got them from work.
Fidget toy.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, because I'm retarded.
Fun.
And then I have my Bluetooth speakers charging. Let's see what else. I have the debit card that was stolen from like the information that was stolen.
That's risky, dog. You want to get stolen again?
No, this is like the one that no longer works.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for those listening, somebody we talked about fraud last week in the cast. Someone stole a bunch of fucking money from me. I got it all back now though. We're good. I lost like $3,000 off my fucking debit card, but then it came back.
You stole that large.
And then I have my old. I don't know why this is my old credit card from like a month ago because I got a new one. And then we get to go through my fun little. I got a little cup here. It's just kind of a catch-all. Let's see. We got this is a 3D print. It's a terrible 3D print, but of Max Payne from the Max Payne 1 game.
I like it.
I'm fucking. What do you call these? Swiss Army knife with my name on it that I've probably used once. Dude, does anybody else ever fucking get these as gifts? Use one tool on it once, throw it in a box, and never fucking touch it again? I have too many of these, I think.
I've like with your name on it?
Yeah, with my name on it.
Yeah, that one's cool, though.
Yeah.
That is pretty sick.
Yeah, this one's got like a moose on it, too. Minnesota on one side, Paul on the other.
Nice.
Some microfiber cloths. Got to have that Burt's Bees coconut and pear. And I got all of ranging fingernail, toenail clippers, a key puller for mechanical keyboards. We get to the action here. We got a 20 gauge slug and some 243 rounds. Why are they in here? Because I figured that if I'm going to get invaded in my home, there's got to be ammo in every room.
There you go.
In case I get pushed into a corner. Guns are coming soon, but I was like, damn, if I get pushed into a corner, got to make sure I got backup ammo. I think I actually have like a mag for my pistol over there on my dresser. And the
you could light a fire. You could light a fire in the floor and throw it in there. I think that deter him pretty well.
I got some double A's, a quarter, and honestly, that's really it. I don't have a ton of interesting stuff on my desk today. And then also the sex toys, but I ain't gonna show. Oh yeah, I would show this, but I don't know. Is it gonna get us banned like it did our short? This is not a sex toy.
It totally is. Dog.
This is a peach.
It is
stress ball from Animal Crossing.
Look how you hold it. I don't know.
Oh,
it's oozing, Paul. It's literally oozing right now. Get it off.
It didn't look what at first.
We're done. We're done. Show us the backside of that. Show us behind.
It's a fucking peach. No, it's funny. Right. Remember, we made a short with this, and they banned it because they thought that this was a fucking sex toy. So fuck you, YouTube.
Well,
they won't ban the video, but
you got up and you put it up to your dick and said, "I'm gonna fuck this."
Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why they. It's probably why they banned it. Yeah,
they didn't appreciate that for some reason.
They didn't appreciate that I said I was gonna have sexual relations with it. I think that's where the line was drawn.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Ricky. What do you got on your desk? And you don't have to go through everything, but what do you got?
I have note cards.
Nice.
It's pretty boring. I have my watch. The watch is on my desk.
Oh, a nice watch, yeah.
Thank you. I have my tab renewal for my beater car.
Oh, cool.
Where they told me it was worth $18,000, and I said, bet.
Do you want to know how much they told me? I just renewed my tabs today because I got. You want to know how much they told me my Buick was worth?
How much? $60.
$32,000.
Yeah, right. It's retarded. I don't know what's going on.
I think they base it off the like I don't know. What the fuck do they base it off of? I don't know. Anyways, go ahead.
I don't know. Otherwise, I have a drone manual for my drone.
The Ruko.
Yeah, dude, they're pretty fun actually. I crashed. I crashed into a tree. I have B complex vitamins.
Yes, sir. Gotta stay up on the B vitamins.
Yeah,
all the B parts.
I guess it's technically legal, but I don't. And then I have. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I have. Yeah. You got like the fat Nick bags of like.
Just no.
You know, I used to have a lot more glass. I used to collect glass just because I thought it looked so cool. But I've been doing that stuff so much less, like exponentially less, that I actually finally sold all my stuff. I don't have.
For me,
it took up a lot of space too.
I've never been able to sell
a big guy like the size of my torso.
That's right. I never been able to sell that stuff, so I'd always just keep it. So I just have a box like in the basement that's like all covered in bubble wrap, and I have all my old stuff. Well, not all of it, but a good chunk of it. Will I go back to that stuff? Probably not. But if I get a
glass
house,
is really cool.
If I get a house, I mean,
I have one small piece, but all my other ones have been broken by various friends throughout the ages. They all paid me back, but I just never got new ones. You know,
dude, my latest piece, I had bought it brand new. It was a little. The one I have now is a little different than the one I had before. I let one friend use it once, bro, and he drops it on the concrete in the garage. And
how do people do
like
this?
he knocked it over, and here's the deal: it didn't even shatter. I was like impressed. It just cracked so bad. And he was like, he literally told me, he was like, "I'll go with you tomorrow to that same shop, and I'll buy you the same one." And we went back, and they didn't have it, but they had one that was like $5 more. And he was like, "Yeah, I'll get this one for you." So he was nice. He literally went with me the next day because he knew I had just gotten it. He felt so bad, but like, yeah, I don't see, except for that one. Ed Boy, but that was fucking ridiculous. It just
what happened to Ed Boy? Was it Princess Peach?
Princess Peach was an odd one too. So Ed Boy, remember the really colorful purple orange one I had? Yeah. We were in the office and we had carpeted floor, and it fell over and just the slightest hit the edge, like the plastic part of my chair, and it just broke the stem.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then we glued it together and still used it.
With what type of glue?
Like super glue and electrical tape.
You are fucked up, dog. You lost some years at that. I smoked out of cans. That's akin to that, dog. Like, you are done for, bro.
It's just passing by, you know. It's not.
Yeah, we're going. We're
so
wow, it's really strong.
Yeah.
Stronger.
And then Princess Peach was the successor to Ed Boy. Once Ed Boy was just getting so nasty, and then Princess Peach, it was at Destiny's mom's house. It was just sitting on the nightstand. Not the nightstand, this table we would usually put it in like the corner of a side room. We came home one afternoon. The painting had somehow fallen off the wall. It was nailed onto the wall, fallen off the wall, and knocked it over, and it was on the ground, shattered.
That sucks.
And the painting was shattered.
Yeah.
And we're just like, oh, well, that's great. And that one also broke almost in the same way. It's kind of crazy.
That sounds like something fucking Dynamo would do. Knock the paint down. You knock the ball down first.
I don't know. She used to be she used to be super rambunctious. She's not as much like that much anymore. I am so happy, however, that she's feeling a lot better now, because now she's like being her normal self, being fat and really annoying me all the time. So that's how it should be.
That's good.
Yeah.
Beating you up.
Yeah, beating me
That's
up.
how it should be. Mow.
Yeah. Ow.
Get out of her way, bro.
Was absolutely in charge at the apartment. It was wild.
Well,
never met a cat like Dynamo.
Yeah, well, also like Dexter didn't like her eating like his food, and obviously we kept him away. But then when she was starting to eat again, I was like, fuck it, she just needs to eat. If she's eating the dog food, it's something. And Dexter, I think, would just be like on the couch, like showing his teeth, looking at her, like I'm not even joking.
Not good,
I've
dude.
never seen him like that.
Yeah.
He's like like staring, and Dynamo's like eating all of his food, just having a heyday, and he's just getting. And then the other day, she goes up to it, and he like walks up right in front of the bowl because he knows she's gonna. And then he goes, and I'm like, Dexter, and like he's never snipped at her, but he's just like, I've never seen him angry like that. But it's like, it's his food. He's getting pissed because she's eating it. He thinks he's not gonna get more. You know, they don't know that shit. But then now, bro, now that she's eating her food again, he'll come by and he'll be like, because her thing's up high, he'll be like eating kibbles off the side, like eating her food, and she gets mad too. They fucking just like, it's a war. It's a war.
That is funny as fuck.
I'm glad she's feeling better though.
The dog-cat rivalry is like unmatched in terms of like funny shit that happens.
It is. Yeah. It's like, it's almost like Tom and Jerry-esque. Obviously, if you do actually have a mouse, the fucking cat is gonna kill it. Like,
fucking dude, the neighborhood cats walking around, and Norman just wanted to kill him, dude. It's so funny, and they don't give a fuck about him. They just walk right by him. He can't get to him.
Yeah, well, Norman's also a fucking toy dog. He's like this big.
So they're like that.
He wouldn't do nothing.
No, he's well, Lacey was like I guess they're both brown, light brown. Norman's light brown, but he's even tinier, dude. It's my parents' dog. How old's Norman now?
I don't know.
Lacey was old.
Yeah, Lacey was old, but then they got Norman like a year or two after Lacey, and he's like toy size, dude. He's tiny, and he gets super good air. Like, he can jump so high. It's fucking actually crazy. There's a photo comparison of Dexter sitting and him jumping, and it's next to the counter, so you can like give something for visual reference. He's like a head and a half above Dexter in height from the ground. Like, straight jump up.
Dude, he's got the NBA. My dad's next to him. It's like a cursed photo because he's like, it's not like it's a straight shot because it's him jumping in midair, so it's like stretched out. So he's like elongated. But you can tell he's up there. Like, he's up there.
He's got some height.
Yeah. No, it looks fucked. Man, I wish we had that photo. I would have put that up. That'd have been perfect. People know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, can we say R.I.P. to Johnny Hardwick real quick? You heard about that, right?
Heard about it since you wrote it there. And
Yeah,
I was very sad.
the guy that played Dale in King of the Hill passed away today.
Oh, really?
Supposedly, though, I don't know if this is true. They say that the new King of the Hill is still going to continue, and that they've gotten the rights for his voice in AI or something, or they're going to. So like they can just use his like you. Yeah, same. Like, don't you think that's weird? You know how like Bruce Willis got aphasia, so he literally has dementia, and he quit. Yeah. He stepped away from acting a year ago. Apparently, before that, when he was somewhat like
lucid.
Yeah, lucid. He signed away that Hollywood could use his voice, but his family will get the money. So like using his voice, using his deep fake, whatever. So you might see Bruce Willis in like movies when it's not really Bruce Willis. It's gonna be like somebody else deep faked.
I don't like the deep fake shit, and I'm getting a little sick of it. It's just like you can add new actors and stop de-aging old ones that should be dead, and especially if they're dead, don't make them come back. Man, it just seems so disrespectful, at least in my opinion. But I guess if the family says it's okay and they do before they die, whatever. But it's not the same. It'll never be the same.
Yeah, 100%. What I've been watching on YouTube lately. Have you guys ever watched like abandoned mall walkthroughs or abandoned insane asylum? I've been like really into that lately. Like people go to like abandoned theme parks, even in like other countries and stuff, and just walk through with cameras. It's so malls are the creepiest because a lot of it. Not saying all malls look the same because they don't, but you could almost attribute like a lot of these things almost look like the Miller Hill Mall on the inside, and it's just it's just like the mall we all grew up like walking around and whatever, and it's just like it's nuts.
I got super into that for a minute, and there was a guy that I really liked, and I'm trying to remember his name. I think it was
like the Simple. Was it the Simple something? There's like the Simple or like I think it's like the People Principle is what I watched or something, and those guys have like some crazy videos.
This guy was like he would do like parkour into these really cool but definitely illegal shouldn't go into places, and like you'd camp out overnight, evade like workers in condemned buildings.
Yeah,
it's really one guy. It was really fun to watch.
It might have been him, but he went to abandoned nuclear power plant, and like the sirens went off. It's like you have been detected. The police are now arriving. It's like that. Some guy talking over. It's like it's so loud. Yeah, and he's like running through the fucking abandoned power plant. Looks scary as fuck, dude. That's a cool video. There's a lot of those, but I like it when they definitely shouldn't be there. That's when it's like a little nerve-wracking.
These guys were in a mall I watched, and it was outside Cleveland, some smaller town outside Cleveland, Ohio, and obviously like they went through a lot of the places, but they knew a security guard / maintenance guy was patrolling the lot with the truck, but they went inside still, and like they got through a good bit of the area. Like they never got caught in a way, like they went through the Sears. And like the most baffling thing to me, I don't remember this about a Sears, especially not one, but it had like a dentist place in the Sears. You get like they had like a Sears dental, and so like they go into the room and like all this abandoned dental equipment's in there, like all the cleaners on the thing and everything, like all the like drill, like whatever, all the tools like are still in there. It's horrifying. Like you go in there and like the walls are all caved in, and there's like it's like a dentistry office in a Sears.
That's like our dad working at the sanitarium. Out in fucking don't know where that was. Open them, and then he said all the tools they use for like hacksaws and shit for cutting people's limbs and shit. Like they had them in boxes down there, and he could see them, and I was like, that'd be fucking gross. Creepy as fuck.
Wait, was it the Nopamine thing? Like he worked there? Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he worked there for like 3 years when he got off the ships, and then a friend worked there for 20 years. Told me some shiz about what he saw. I would really like to tour that place. I think it'd be really cool. Apparently it's illegal, but
it is illegal. But a bunch of people, like you go on YouTube, you can find people going there.
Go there.
Yeah,
was it Ghost Adventures went there?
Yeah, they did.
They definitely did. Yeah. Fucking pussies.
Yeah, I forgot that our dad worked there for a short amount of time. Maybe dad saw something he didn't like, and that's why
he said it was creepy, but he didn't say he saw anything. But he said his friend Ted saw some weird shit there, like all the doors opening, like 20 doors opening all at once in front of him.
I'd leave
and never come back.
Yeah,
like, stop!
I wouldn't even put in my 2 weeks.
Well, I'm just walking out. You'll never see me again. Bye.
Like if I heard some like somber crying in a spot where no one should be, and I just hear crying, see ya.
Yep. I'm out.
I'd like to think I would, but I think if I was strapped, it'd be all right. I don't know how ghosts and bullets mix, but I'm
well, they better be silver based on
What do you think, a werewolf? Werewolf don't cry
Yeah,
like that.
a werewolf's in the insane asylum. Oh, yeah.
Dude, you're fucked. What's a werewolf got, man? You're done for. Any of that vampires, you're done. You're not getting away from that thing.
Yeah, you're dead.
It's gotcha.
Like, it's gonna drink your blood. It's gonna
Who
have
has a silver bullet? Where do you even get such a thing? Does it have to be a bullet, or can it be a silver, like, can you get, like, a silver blade? That's silver?
It could be a silver blade,
so I could just, like, get a long sword.
Kills, like, makes her blood sizzle.
What a fucking terrible weakness. Like,
yeah,
just awful.
We're talking about it as if they actually exist.
They do. Well, same with vampires. You can just put a wooden stake in their chest. That's it. Anybody dies from a wooden stake in your fucking chest. Trust me, I've done it. You'll die. It doesn't make any sense. What a dumb weakness. Dude, what's a mummy's weakness? What happens with mummies?
Do you think Dad's a daywalker because he doesn't like garlic?
Doesn't like garlic? That's wild. He's the first person I've met that doesn't like garlic. My dad
hates garlic. Like,
he doesn't know.
Like, he'll eat something and there's like a little bit of garlic in it, and he's like, nope. He'll like spit it out. Yeah, dude. Like, my mom would make garlic bread. He would be outside so he didn't have to smell it. Like, he just can't do it.
Seriously, that's wild. He's the only person I've ever met.
Yeah, I cook my chicken with garlic every day, and he always he complained about it today. He's like, "Get that gross garlic." He does it every single time.
Dude. I'm pretty sure our dad's a daywalker.
Yeah, dude. Because Joe and I've done this too, dude. I told him I cooked steak for him, and Joe's done this too. We've cooked food and not told him we put garlic in it, and he didn't notice it at all. So I think he's just doing a little fucking placebo, not a little crazy effect going on.
I don't know, dude, man.
I cooked him a steak, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna put garlic cloves in it because I got the nice garlic cloves.
I'm not gonna put the cloves in it.
I put them on top. I put like 3 on top. Base of that shit was a little butter. He didn't taste it, didn't say anything. He's like, this is good. So he doesn't know. He has no idea what garlic tastes like. I think he just hates the smell. Garlic, man, you need to have a little garlic. Spices up.
Love garlic. I love garlic with onion, shallots, everything. Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you guys want to move on to the next section here? The little surprise I have. Okay, so everybody watching video, I'm just gonna switch the overlays here quick.
Scared.
Don't be scared. I think you're gonna enjoy this one. Actually, you're gonna get a kick out of this one. It's going to be a good time.
Just be a good little intermission. Remember, guys, if you want to be in the cast, comment, drop it below, like, subscribe. All that shiz, let us know if you want to come on the cast. Hit us up. DM us. Oh yeah, a tier list.
We got a tier list.
Oh yeah, of cereal. Okay.
We got the cereal tier list. Now all the overlays are changed. We're looking good here. I was just thinking last night, I'm like, damn, I want to do the cast, and I'm like, damn, a cereal tier list would be really good. And then Ricky was like, I was hanging out with Ricky in Discord. He's like, oh, come on, let's critique the cereals, all you listeners out there, we got a beautiful tier list here stacked with about, I don't know, like 40 cereals. There's a few. I didn't go too crazy. I took, you know how there's like multiple variants of cereals, right? So you got your, like your Cocoa Pebbles or like your Cocoa Krispies. I included some of the more popular variants of things. So like you'll probably see Rice Krispies and Cocoa Rice Krispies, but you aren't going to see like Cinnamon Rice Krispies or shit that I've like never even seen on the shelf or even knew existed until I researched it. So there's going to be some pretty, like I'd say the most variants is Captain Crunch, and that's just because a lot of the variants of Captain Crunch are super popular and they're all good. This is also a mix of sugary cereal and healthy cereals. So like because there are some good healthy-ish cereals, and like in my opinion, like you can't sleep on them. I think they're even better than some of the sugary ones. But yeah, we'll just jump right into it. I'm gonna grab a good front runner here, which I think you guys will all agree. Golden Grams. Okay.
F. Right to the F.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
You're wild.
Why don't
That's
you
S
like
for me.
Grams?
I love it.
I love it
those
too.
the ones that taste like honey?
A little bit.
Kind of cinnamon. I think more.
They're almost like they just got like their sugar, or they're like sugar coated in some way.
Can't place it just an A.
I think it's an S. I think it's honestly an A.
Well,
I don't know
if we wait, if there's an F and 2 S's, it would be. I think at max it could be a B then.
Yeah, right. This is a graded scale right here.
Yeah,
no, okay.
I'll give it a B. I feel like that's fair for Golden Grams. Will you give it a B? I would give it a B.
I'll give it a.
I'll settle for a B. It's an S.
Put it wherever
I'll
you
settle.
Want. I don't care.
Yeah, we have to settle here.
I'm gonna pretend it's an F.
Play with your trash.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. A cereal I'm not too fond of personally, Cookie Crisp. For me, Cookie Crisp would probably be in like a D tier or an E tier. Like it's not.
I was gonna say D.
It's like it's like I wouldn't go for it, but like if I'm at somebody's house and they're like, "You want cereal?" and like they got that as an option, I'd probably go. It's not like this is like you have it as a kid.
See,
like,
no, the kids that ate this growing up are in fucking jail now. Like
well,
that
those are the
stay
kids
away
that came
from
to school smelling like cigarettes.
Yeah, honestly, you know, they just put the paper in their backpack. They don't have folders or none of that shit. They don't even.
I mean, think about it. Their parents are smoking around them. They're feeding them cookies for breakfast. Absolutely absurd.
I think mom may have bought
life.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know
like a pretty good childhood.
If you stronger opinion to Cookie Crisp.
Jackson or Weston loves Cookie Crisp. That's
Yeah.
Weston's favorite cereal.
Hey, fair enough. To each their own.
Yeah, like Weston, you reek like Marbs. I'm putting it in D. You guys
also, you gotta pronounce it right. It's Cookie Crisp.
Oh yeah, Cookie Crisp. Yeah, fucking
Yes.
Cookie.
All right, this one I've never had.
Never had it.
I'm pretty sure I've had it, and it was mush. I would put that as a D or an E.
I'm gonna trust your judgment. I don't have anything to say about Crispix. There's only a couple on here I haven't had. Yeah. Apple Jacks. Honestly,
Okay.
F.
Are you fucking kidding me?
F.
Okay, first off,
Dog
is that
water.
because you don't like that the cinnamon guy is a Rasta Jamaican man? Is that why? No.
It's nothing to
Yeah.
do with
Whoa,
it.
yeah,
That's the best
yeah,
part.
yeah, that's
The
the best part.
commercials
The
of the
cinnamon
cereal.
guy is pretty cool.
Yeah, here he come in.
He's
He
got
is
a
cinnamon. It's not near as good as their commercials. That's
No,
an F for
right?
me.
That was my
Actually,
complaint
top
with it.
tier cereal commercial. I really like Apple
For
Jacks.
sure.
I think they're better than. Oh man, I don't know if they're better than Fruit Loops. They're pretty fucking close.
I would agree in that they're
Jacks.
close, but not that they're good.
Jack,
I remember begging dad or mom to get him one day because I saw the commercials and they were so cool. They had that Rastafarian walk around and like that apple, and they'd like get into like a gang fight. One of them would get stabbed, and then it'd go like Apple
what the
Jacks.
fuck
You know,
commercials
It-
are you watching?
I don't
Yeah,
remember
Apple
a lot.
Jacks.
We're sweet
I
though.
think I made that one up, but yeah, no, I remember asking for him, and it was such a letdown. Like I said, like Ricky said, the commercials are so much better than you eat the cereal. Like this sucks. This is awful.
Yes.
Put it in a D
And if
or
you
E.
think if I'm remembering them correctly, there were some pretty high quality animations for like mid early 2000s.
cool.
Like they weren't like bad.
Yeah.
Like that's expensive commercial right there. I bet.
Otherwise, it'd be
It's like
scary.
CGI
If you
early.
go halfway on that,
Oh yeah,
it
it'd be
gets like
horrifying.
fucking weird.
It'd be
and
like
trippy.
annoying orange, frightening.
Yeah, it'd just be disturbing. You just don't want that. I don't know. Not for kids.
Jackson, do you like Apple Jacks?
Put it in a D or E. I never liked them.
Can we compromise on a C?
I
at
settle on a
least?
C. If you like them a lot, I'll settle on a C.
I do like.
Put a
them.
lot of compromise in here. I don't
Actually,
know how much more I can
actually,
take.
I'll side with D with you guys. There are better cereals. I forget that this is of all time. I can't think of this of a per cereal. Okay,
It is of all time.
let's do a chain one where we grab a cereal and it's got two variants. We'll start with Honey Bunches of Oats. I got the two most popular variants of Honey Bunches of Oats. It's the Honey Roasted and the other one's with almonds. Okay. What do you guys think of the Honey Roasted? To me, this is what I consider the original Honey Bunches of Oats, like that orangish brown box. I really like it. I'm a big fan.
For me, it's an A.
I would say A or B. Yes.
I'll
I'd agree with that.
have to take my hat out of the ring for both of these because I didn't eat them up until like I don't know, literally probably like 2 months ago. So, and I'm not a huge fan. I just don't eat cereal a lot, so I
Okay.
haven't never had them growing up. So I don't
I'm
know.
gonna teeter it between an A and a B for now
Okay.
because I want to see how this one ranks. How about with almonds?
Yeah, it's such a mood thing. I'd say it's a solid B or low A.
I
is what
think
I would
it's
put
a
it at.
little worse than Honey Roasted. Like I think it's good,
Yeah.
but like
Sometimes I fuck with it hard.
so what I'll do is I'll put this one A and we'll put this one B. Yeah, like you got to be in like a certain mood for this one. It's like the type of cereal you'll buy and you'll maybe eat a bowl of it once and then the rest of the box goes fucking stale if nobody else eats it.
Right, you'll have like 3 bowls all in one sitting and then not touch it again.
Yeah, dude, that's how it is. How come?
Yeah.
Is it just me, Honey Bunches of Oats? You can just keep going back for more.
Yeah. No, it's
feel
because
like
it's so
I
good.
think it's awesome.
Oh god,
feel
all
like
the old
that's,
ladies in those commercials fucking dying in the factory, fucking packaging those oats up, getting all the
Oh,
granola
yeah.
all good for me.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up, Riley. I know you've been here since '68. You know, don't fuck up my fucking note. I feel like that's the type of shit like you eat when you want to feel like you're in like a Folgers commercial or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that's when you get a good bowl of Honey Bunches
What
of
the
Oats.
fuck does that even mean?
Folgers
When
commercial.
would I have that
My
thought?
brother's gonna come home from the war.
Yeah.
That's what came to my head. Like
For
I'm seeing a
Christmas.
Folgers commercial eating a bowl of that or some shit. It'd be on the side, like product placement or
Just
something.
spitting in
Oh,
your
dude.
coffee.
Little
maybe
side
like
fact
a
though, have you
Cosby
guys seen
Show
that
type
weird
thing.
commercial? That weird commercial where the fucking for Folgers where the sister's like weirdly hyped about her brother coming home for Christmas
yeah,
and like
dude, that was
hang out on the
Yeah,
countertop.
that was weird.
Fuck, it's a weird commercial. I just want to know I wasn't the only one that saw that weird shit.
She's
And it-
running
all
through
the
her.
time.
Yeah, that was very disturbing. A little bit of incest going on in there.
Yeah, it was a little incesty vibes going.
They're both adults. It's all right. I gotta take
Steph bro, you're back home from the big war.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
it's
back
been-
for how long?
Yeah.
I forgot
I'm
about
gonna go
that.
get stuck in the dryer in about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Mom and Dad are asleep. I think that's a line. I
Oh,
don't know.
God.
It
They're
might
still
be
sleeping.
It might
Yeah.
be something like that. I don't know.
All right, guys. The next one we're gonna do is what I know to be a common classic across the states. However, the transparency borked on the box, so we have dark mode edition cornflakes.
It got black.
Because when I yeah, this fucking this box of cornflakes got blacked raw. So
It has salt and pepper. It's salt and pepper version.
it's the dark mode. So cornflakes, honestly, man, I've maybe had them like once or twice. They're super bland. They're just like a generic cornflake cereal. I really don't have an opinion on them. I'd like honestly rate them as like they're not great and they're not bad. C or D. Like they're just it's a cereal. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, they're completely middle of the road C.
Yeah.
You can put sugar on them if you're a maniac, and I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
But
You want
Yeah, like as a kid, it's fine. Like that's the only reason I'd eat
Yeah.
them. I'd get like 4
Yeah.
teaspoons of
Yeah.
sugar on it. But if you're an adult putting that, what's the matter with
It's fucking
you?
weird.
Reevaluate
Yeah,
what
it's
you're doing.
kind of it's
Yeah.
a red flag.
You want to know
Yeah.
I'm surprised my teeth aren't falling out of my head is I used to put sugar on Frosted Flakes. What the fuck was
Yeah.
wrong with me? They're
I
already
used to do that
frosted.
too.
They're already coated in
It's
sugar.
a hell of a
West
drug,
Top,
dude.
yeah.
Sugar's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, it's so good.
Uh,
Well, think about it. When we were kids, it's all we could have for our drugs.
Paul,
We just get
it'd be
addicted to it.
gritty. It'd be
That
gritty with the
caffeine.
sugar. It'd be
Yeah.
You'd be like eating the cereal and the
Mm.
sugar didn't dissolve.
like
fully. You just eat
sandy.
so
Good
much.
bite.
Yeah, I would throw up. That was gross.
Why did we do these?
Mom and Dad should have hit us for that. That would have been fine with it. It would have been
Yeah,
valid.
with my ring hand.
Yeah, like what are you doing with my ring hand? Yeah, Dad would have just put on a ring hand. He was more of a belt user though. if we were
Yeah,
gonna
our
get
dad
hit.
was
Yeah.
our dad was a belt man. He went to the belt.
Actually, currently every day he tells me go pick out a belt. You know when I say something. So
That's a good joke.
daily he threatens me with the belt. I'm like, Dad, I'm 21. He can't hit me with the belt.
You're like, as a kid though, what if he did that to us? He made us pick the belt. What if he did that? And it was like, oh, so you're going with the reversible today. Nice choice. He's like flexing it out.
Yeah,
It's
Get
like,
there.
it's like
Snapping it.
Goodwill Hunting. It's like he gives you the belt, the wrench, or the fucking whip. He's like, I picked the wrench because fuck you. That's why.
Yeah.
The Goodwill Hunting shit. It's
That
fucked up.
movie's sad.
Depends on which way you're looking at it.
Well, it's
Which one?
sad and it's good. Goodwill Hunting, the one with it's
Brad Pitt, like Rob
it's,
Williams.
it's Matt Damon,
Oh, Matt Damon, my bad.
Matt Damon, Ben
Ben
Affleck, and Robin
Robin
Williams, and it's like a story about like Robin Williams, a therapist, and there's this kid that's like boy genius, but he's like wrong path, like the kid's super smart at math, but like he was beat in his house growing up, like super just bad kid, and the therapist tries to like break him in a sense. Because he's so smart, he would literally break therapists down. Like
Yeah,
it's a very actually good movie.
that was the start of their career.
Yeah.
Everyone's, it was the one that Brad Pitt wrote, and then Ben Affleck took credit for also writing it, but he didn't write it.
Brad Pitt
It's a
wrote
good
it,
movie though. Yeah, they wrote that.
or did
Yeah,
Matt
them two.
Damon write it?
Oh, excuse me. I
They
always
do
get them
look the
fucked up.
same. They do
do look
super
the same.
similar.
My bad. I'm fucked up. Matt Damon did write it. Yes, that's correct.
Anyways, cornflakes. C.
Yeah, cornflakes to Brad Pitt, Matt Damon. however you go
Yeah.
there.
Honeycombs. I think that this is a fairly decent cereal. Like this is like it's very similar to Pops, which we'll get to. I think Pops are a little better. I know you guys have strong opinions. Fuck you both. I can already see the looks. Honeycombs. Where are you guys rating honeycombs?
For me, it's a D.
My rank is gonna be a loud cough, so put that wherever you want.
Well, that's not on the fucking scale, so pick a letter.
That's it. That's the letter. Just get that out of my face. Anything honey, throw it in the garbage. I don't want to fucking see it. Don't even
I'll
smell it,
I'll give
dog.
it an E. Because I actually think it's all right, but compared to all his cereals, yeah, it's not great. All right, this has got to be my first. This is my S tier cereal right here, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Where would you guys put
First
this?
time I agree with you. Easy. It's S tier.
Everyone S tier. Oh wow, we agree.
Gotta argue
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is so good, dude.
It's probably like of the ones up here. It's probably one of the worst ones, but like for you healthy wise.
For your health, yeah. Well, that's why it's one of the best.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, let's get to another variation. Fruity Pebbles.
For me, that's F.
Not valid.
What about you, Jackson?
I could say a lot about this. I'd give it like a B or a C purely because if you take too long to eat it, it gets stuck to the side of the bowl and you're left like scraping it. It is very like soggy at some point.
You know what?
If you don't have the crisp to it, I don't want to eat it.
You make a good point. Not about the sogginess. The time limit for me doesn't matter on cereals because I can kind of gauge. Like if I I know when I'm picking out that cereal, I have a certain time frame in which I need to ingest.
I don't want to be in a rush to eat.
Well, fucking better start speeding up. Better start learning the cereal to sog milk ratio. Fucking. But for me,
it's important.
The whole getting stuck to the side of the bowl, extremely annoying. Jackson, would you settle on? Would you settle on? I'd settle on C. I was gonna say D, but I'd settle on C.
We're gonna do Cocoa Pebbles. I'll jump the gun. I'm gonna put it on the Cocoa. I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Pebbles. Fuck that. I do remember. Do you guys ever play the games on the back of the box?
Yeah, bro. I was talking about this online.
Yeah. Those games are sick. Anyway, I'd say definitely Cocoa is worse than Fruity. So I'm gonna put that on an E or a D. Wasn't a huge fan of those.
I honestly think they're the same.
All the Pebbles for me
I'll put
are F
D
because I don't like the soup. I don't like the time limit. I don't like my food to dictate how I eat it.
Well, to be fair, you should be pissed about Golden Grams then, because they have a short bowl life as well. Is that what we're gonna call it?
Yeah,
bowl life.
Yeah,
that's a very valid point. But I feel like they're better than the fucking Pebbles.
You're right. They don't they don't get stuck to the side of the bowl. That's
they're bigger. It's easier to scoop them up too. You got the Pebbles. It's just a soup. It disintegrates.
Yeah, that's fair. What if they made like Fruity Pebbles XL and they're fucking huge?
Yeah.
They're like as big as a pop.
I probably like it.
I probably
they did do that.
Did they?
Actually, yeah. I'm like pretty sure they did some shit like that. It wasn't like cereal, but they did like weird XL things.
Okay.
I believe it. I feel like that's just like all berries or whatever. The berry Captain Crunch.
It's not even. They don't even title it Captain Crunch. It's just oops, all berries, and the captain's really tiny in the background there, and he's like, and there's this all berries. Yeah, oops, all fucking sugar.
How'd you fuck up that bad? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what do you mean, oops, all berries?
God damn it, you fucked me. I wanted to...
Yeah, just...
The CEO's screaming at the marketing guy.
He's screaming in the grocery
store. You left
the
oops in the fucking mock-up and printed that? Fucking idiot.
That's not even a real word.
Well, we had a factory problem, boss. We accidentally boxed up 40,000 boxes, all berries. What? Get the marketing department in here now. How can we spend
tomorrow?
This? Yeah.
That guy went into that batch. Next one, I fucked up like that. Oops, all berries. Oops, you fell in.
Yeah.
The fuck out
Yeah, that's what happens after the guy that was supposed to be controlling the berry to like corn piece ratio. He's like the CEO dumps him into the vat.
Oops, little accident.
Yeah, oops, all Jeremy or whatever the fuck his name was.
God damn. You know, the FDA does allow a certain amount of body parts in foods. So.
Yeah, well, insects and bugs, they don't care about all that. You know, it's actually, that's why I don't watch those how it's made things, because I don't want to fucking know, because I know it's going to, upset me and ruin things
like coffee?
for me. Yep, don't want to know. I actually don't even drink coffee anymore, but...
Well, if you do, I would just say get just the beans, not the ground stuff, because the ground stuff is where they'll get a decent percentage, just cockroach.
Yeah, because they're like, I don't know why they just don't update those factories. They just like have been the same since the beginning of time, and they never update things or fix things or deal with pests. Yeah, it's gross.
Worse in Australia.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, back to cereal.
All right, Frosted Flakes. Dude, this has got to be an A. That's like if it's on the shelf, it's a good cereal.
Yeah,
it's a good cereal.
It is. Yeah, that's probably my first pick over any of these so far.
Frosted Mini Wheats, big fan.
For me, that's an A as well.
But we
always had these growing up.
Have you had these, Rick?
Have I not? No, wait, maybe I haven't.
I think those are the ones you maybe have, Frosted Mini Wheats. The one I was telling you about yesterday. They're like little mini wheats with like the frosting.
Are they the thicker ones?
Yeah.
I haven't had the thicker ones. No.
Okay.
I like how to describe mini wheats. You describe them as mini wheats.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a wheat?
Well, it's the little guy, you know. Well, wait, hold on. Wait, I'm trying to think here. Am I thinking wrong? Was there a regular like frosted wheats that weren't mini? Like, did they make really big ones?
Like that's Frosted Flakes. Oh, really big ones? I don't know about. I don't know.
I think they did.
The wheats.
I've only the wheats. I've only had they'd just be frosted wheats at that point.
They're kind of like eating like a peach of birch or something with some frosting on it.
I like them, but I also think they have a short bowl life because once they absorb all that milk, they just become a soppy sock.
It doesn't take long, or I assume it would take long because they're so thick. I don't know.
I like the soppy sock. I'm gonna be real.
It's actually kind of nice. It's nice.
It is. I'm a fan of the soppy sock.
What do you think? I think this is kind of a mid-tier cereal, like a C.
I can put C or B.
I'll put C, and I don't think Ricky's had these. I think he's confusing himself with Wheaties, which we'll go into next, because you know who likes...
Never had them.
Yeah, you want to know who likes fucking Wheaties? Weston. This was his favorite cereal. I'd get pissed, because when it would be his turn to pick out the cereal at the grocery store, he'd get fucking Wheaties, and I'd be like, bro, you just like not tasting anything? The only cool thing about them is they'd get cool people on their box, like this one, Muhammad Ali. They get any type of sports athlete on there. Fuck, Wheaties has got every athlete. They're not good. They taste like
I never had them, really,
wet.
So.
You know, like that specific brown paper towel you'd get at school?
Yes,
Yeah, they're that, but wet.
It's semi-satisfying. I don't know. I'd give it a C myself.
Yeah, but wet.
This is a fucking F-tier cereal.
I don't care.
This is a bad cereal. This is a fucking...
I'd put it in E. I'd settle for E.
Okay.
Just thinking C, you're thinking F.
F's bad.
They should start putting like underground rap artists on Wheaties boxes.
Dude, that'd be so cool. Like they put Puya on a Wheaties box. They put
collect the boxes.
Dude, I'd collect them. Well, I knew people that would collect the Wheaties boxes specifically. Like I remember that scene that's in a collection somewhere. Some old guy, I think I saw, maybe it was a video or something I saw, and they had like, you know, every single one with every sports artist till that time or whatever. And it's like, that's pretty crazy. But it's also like, God, what a fucking waste of space and having to keep those like Jesus. Okay. Count Chocula. Now, I never had this growing up, but I had it in my teen years when you could get it again, because I think they stopped selling it for a while, right?
I had these. I'd believe it. I had these all the time as a kid. Robbie loved them. I was not about them.
I didn't think I thought there was better chocolate cereals, even though like that's their thing.
Super mid. That's a D for me.
I would also.
I never had them.
Never had them? Okay.
I was too young. They weren't a thing.
Yeah, they came back. This is obviously the updated box because I couldn't really find a good picture of them.
Left.
Yeah, they were gone for a while, I'm pretty sure. And I think one Halloween, General Mills had them come back, and then they like stayed again.
Yeah, they did a collab with the streetwear brand KAWS, KAWS. I don't know if you heard of them, but they're pretty big.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting.
Okay.
They came back with a bunch of flavors. Like
we'll do another variation cereal here. Cheerios and Honey Nut Cheerios. Vast difference between these. Do you like sugar or do you not like sugar? Do you like your heart? Do you not like your heart?
I never liked my heart.
I don't like Cheerios all that much. Like the regular Cheerios, you know, obviously there's not really much there. They're bland. Obviously, I don't really care all too, like there are other healthy cereals I like, but this one like is just so, I don't know, generic. I would give it an E, anywhere between a C and an E. What do you guys think about regular Cheerios?
I put it at a C myself. You're an A?
You like regular Cheerios, Jack?
Yeah, I don't like anything honey. I'm not about it. So fuck the honey nut.
I think they're the most popular cereal. Did you say C, Ricky?
I said C. I said they're solid.
Put it in the middle.
Put it on the line.
Middle there.
Okay.
That works.
How about Honey Nut Cheerios? I fucking love these.
For me, that's a B or an A.
I agree the same, but Jackson's F
Jackson,
tier
you're
'cause
not
he hates
about it?
honey.
Whatever. I'm biased against honey.
We'll give it a B.
And bees as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't like bees.
Is it because
Huh?
you're wondering where the honey nut came from and you think the bee has something to do with it?
No, it's because when I see bees, I think Jerry Seinfeld's gonna say something to me, and then I get fucking angry. You know? And his bee talking to me.
I can't believe I forgot he did that movie.
Imagine a bee comes up to you and it's just hovering around you, and it's Jerry Seinfeld saying jokes. You get sick of it in 5 fucking seconds. You'd be so angry, man.
Wasn't Bee
I'd be
movie
so
just
furious.
about like that bee trying to fuck that actual woman?
He got cucked by a bee, essentially.
He got
literally
cucked by a
cucked
bee, the guy.
Yeah, he wanted to watch his wife get fucked by a bee, and he did. It happened. That was the whole movie.
That was it. That was the premise.
That was it. That was
I
it.
like Chad.
That's all they showed.
Okay, Pops.
F. That's F. That's an F for me.
Yeah. They have a bowl. Their bowl life is literally, I'm not joking, not even exaggerating, 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, how about you shut up?
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Dude, they're like, oh man, they're like if you just put styrofoam in milk and just started eating
It's
it. That
awful.
would be the texture and the taste of Pops. Ick.
I agree.
Ick.
I like them. They're kind of squishy, you know. They got a
They're
nice
kinda
texture.
squishy.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Fuck out of here.
Since you guys both agree F and we have nothing in F tier, Pops is not like my favorite. I do think they're all right. I will put them in F. Doesn't mean they're a horrible series. I mean, they're a good source of
It
fiber.
kinda does.
Yeah, it does. All right, they're down there. I can see that. I know they're not the most popular. A lot of people hate them. Like, I remember being the only kid that liked Pops. Like, remember in like school, you would go through like the line over breakfast and you could get those small cereals, and Pops would be the one with the most left, and I'd always go for it.
Yeah, because no one.
Yeah, because no one would take it.
The last choice.
All right, one that's similar. Kicks.
F.
For me, that's an E.
You guys just hate the corny. It's an E. You've had Kicks, the little balls. They're almost
I have
similar.
had Kicks.
I
I have a
feel
much higher bowl life.
They have a higher bowl life, and I
do.
think they hold the milk good. Like, it's a good milk to cereal bit ratio. Better than Pops.
I
Pops
remember
is garbage.
it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Stop
like
talking
sewage.
about Pops. I think
Fuck you.
my-
I like Pops.
So Paul, similar to the school incident, I was in line and this old lunch lady said Kicks was what she ate and they're really good. So I grabbed the Kicks, little cereal box, and then I hated it. So I think that's where my distrust for adults started. But it was just gross, and I don't ever want to eat them again, and I won't. So
Would you
Shut
agree
up,
with
old
E
lady,
at
with your
least?
depression era cereal.
We'll do E. We'll do E. Yeah. Fuck your. Yeah. Cool cereal. We have ones that actually have sugar in it now and other good things for you.
Yeah, the drugs are injected in the cereal.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah. They have fucking ketamine cereal now. It
Mine's
took
got
like 3 kids'
estrogen
lives
in
last
it.
week.
Kratom cereal.
Yeah. This is TRT infused cereal.
Hell yeah.
Give me that. Direct that. Hey, get that into my vein. Get a bloodstream flowing.
You
from
like
that.
see through the injection like colorful cereal bits going into your arm.
I'd do that. That'd be kind
What's that in the blood? What is that? A spaghettio?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that. Latest kids, there's spaghettios in like the fucking blood bag. Is that a spaghettio? Wasn't there like a meatball in there too or something? I can't remember. It's so
That
nasty.
should not be in your blood bag.
Oh, that should not be in your blood bag. Didn't he have like spaghetti around his lips, like the doctor or something? Yeah.
See
Okay.
how that goes.
Okay. This is taking us a while. I'm gonna try to speed through the rest of
We'll
these.
crush through some of these. Yeah.
Life.
F.
Dump
What?
it.
It's got sugar. It's good.
Just because it has sugar doesn't mean it doesn't taste like shit.
Fuck you both. It's going in D at least.
Okay.
Fair.
God damn. All right.
Because that would be like an A tier for me almost. Okay. This is an S tier for me.
Yes. That's S for me as
Special
well.
K with strawberries.
I'll go like
That's an S
A,
for me.
A or B. Do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
We'll do A.
Reminds me of my mom. I don't like it.
That's why I think I like it, is because mom, like, there'd be no cereal left except her. She'd get pissed because I'd eat it, but I like it. All right,
She would.
rice checks. This is like,
F.
Never ate it. Unless I made like my own Chex Mix, but not cereal. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm throwing out the F so easily. I'd say D.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking D as well. Okay.
Perfect.
Also, I don't know if this is the cereal I'm thinking of, which is why I'm not sure if I should rate it higher, but they did make, if this is the one I'm thinking of, they make a frosted version of this.
Yeah, no, they do that.
That
They've
is
like
choice.
all flavors of them.
That is
maybe
choice.
that's what I was thinking of when I was thinking of mini wheats.
Probably was.
Maybe
they do so many Chex Mix flavors of cereal.
Yeah, that I only put one because I didn't want to put all. There's too many variations to choose from, and I'd only really had the original or the frosted. But I forgot there was frosted. Okay, this cereal kind of came out after my time. I think like when I was a kid. I've only had it once.
Never had it.
Okay, so I don't even know where to rate this. I'll just leave this till the end.
Leave it over there.
Let's go through the variations. Crunch. Yeah, let's do the three. What I think is the 3 top Captain Crunches, in my opinion. The original, obviously, the crunch with berries, and then the peanut butter Captain Crunch. Now, this is a tough one. I'm going to start going the other way. Peanut butter Captain Crunch has got to be an S or an A. Like,
that's an S for me.
Agree.
Yeah, it's
S. Put it right in S.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but they changed the design of the Captain, so you can tell on the berries it's the new root, like stupid cartoon. Yeah. I don't like it. I'm sick of seeing it. I like the OG.
The OG.
It's my Captain.
Okay, how about the crunch with berries? I think berries is still like in the between S and C range. I would almost call it a B.
Yeah, wherever you put that, the original's got to be below.
Yeah, the original's the worst one.
Yeah, I would put it at a B and the original at a C myself.
Yeah, because it's not like
I'd still eat it.
I'd still eat it. Would I eat it over these ones though? No. Would you guys settle on a D for Captain Crunch?
Put it wherever you want. It's gross.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Okay.
Compared to the 2 other Captain Crunches.
I didn't include Golden Crisps, which are similar and just have like a tiger mascot or something, but I included Honey Smacks because I loved Honey Smacks, and I know they were like okay popular. The Golden Crisps weren't as much. What do you guys think of Honey Smacks?
I don't know if I don't remember if I've had that.
They have a similar consistency to Pops, but like not. But they're like coated in like it's like maple or something. It's honey, but it's like almost mapley. Jackson hates honey. I can already see his face.
Again, I'm biased to bees and frogs. I do not like them.
Yeah, this fucking frog,
frogs?
Dude,
they fight each other.
Dude, well, also this frog though, man, this guy looking fucking suspect. Like, if you saw this guy come into your room at night, what would you do? Would you have a bowl of Honey Smacks with him? What would you do?
He looks like he's on the corner slinging ace or some shit. For real, though.
Is it because of the sideways hat? Are you fucking profiling the frog?
Oh, I'm profiling him, dog.
You see the hat, but yeah, it's obvious now.
Well, Ricky hasn't had them. Jackson hates them. I think they're honestly kind of a mid-tier cereal. I'd give them a C. Would I eat them over that? Yeah, I'd eat them over that. C. Tricks.
I'm just gonna say, I don't subscribe to this list at all. Tricks. I haven't eaten it in a while. You know, I really like Trix yogurt that is discontinued, doesn't exist anymore.
That was good.
But that was good shit. We never ate Trix a lot growing up, so
I had it quite a few times. I thought it was good.
I don't remember. Okay.
You said D or E?
C or D.
I think it's a C. It's a good cereal. It's not the greatest. It's almost like these cereals that have too much sugar, like Fruity Pebbles, I feel like has too much, and like Trix where it's like all fruity bites are like almost hard. I like that ratio. Yeah, I like that. Like Captain Crunch and berries kind of hits that ratio right, where you get the Captain Crunch and you get the berries.
Just a little berries.
Fruit Loops. Yeah, I know you guys said it was similar to Apple Jacks for you. I think Fruit Loops honestly might be a little better, maybe even a little worse than Apple Jacks.
C or B for those.
I agree with that. C or B.
We'll put them in a C tier. Raisin Bran. 2 variations here. I got Raisin Bran Crunch. Raisin Bran, fucking S tier cereal.
Yeah, I was gonna say both of these for me. I love both of them.
Jackson, are you a fan of raisins?
I haven't eaten them, dude. I'm gonna be real. I don't think I've had a bowl of each ever.
We'll settle on A, and then Crunch. I honestly think Crunch is a little worse than regular Raisin Bran.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I just think the introduction of the oats, from Honey Bunches of Oats, just kind of like draws away from the raisin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like a connoisseur, like I'm sniffing the bowl, but like
it's impure.
It's impure. I'll have to give this a solid C.
It has a different mouthfeel.
I really like the Sun with the scoops. I'm a huge fan of that.
So I was telling Ricky about this yesterday. This Sun's fucking suspect. Like, hey man, what was my voice for the Sun? He had a really deep voice. I feel like the Sun kind of talks like this.
Yeah.
You know, I got 2 old scoops of raisin for you, little boy. Don't you think you probably sound like this? I got some 2 big old scoops of raisin for you, boy. I want some of this raisin right here.
You've already given me some. I don't want
Well,
any
come
more.
on, you can just keep having more.
No.
Yeah, and this is like, this is like a Meat Canyon comic where he keeps feeding you raisins. No, I don't want any more. Oh, come
Open
on,
your
you
mouth.
can take a little more bite. I'm telling you, you want some more raisins?
He shoves in your
big
mouth.
old scoop. Yeah, you're like drowning. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you're drowning fucking raisins. They're coming out of your eyes.
Your nose and your eyes. Yeah. Yeah, so since from that horrifying image I put in my head, I'm gonna give it a D. At least the crunch anyways. Yeah, okay, we're almost done here. Lucky Charms.
Unpopular opinion, maybe unpopular. For me, that's an F. I hate Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
I like, man, you fucking
dude, I was weird, and
cocksuckers.
I liked the non-marshmallow bits. I don't know why. I just liked them as a cereal. The marshmallow wasn't it for me. I just liked the crunch because I thought it had a long
I'll put it in
milk
E
retention.
because I somewhat like it. Yeah, that's fair. The marshmallow bits are too strong, and I can't believe they did a version where it's all charms.
That's
Really?
Yeah, I saw it at the store the other day. It literally said, "Oops, all charms." I'm like, these are why
Oops, all
children's
charms.
are fat. I don't know if it said that, but
Yeah.
it was
Oops,
all
all charms.
charms. Yeah, oops, all charms.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I
fucking.
don't know
a
how it's
bowl of
legal to
marshmallow.
make that. Oh my god.
It's just
Well,
marshmallow.
dude,
and
yeah,
that's it.
I didn't put some of the newer cereals on here because I know you guys wouldn't have had them, and I know I haven't. But they have
They're
Little
foul.
Debbie's cream pie cereal.
Mhm.
They have fucking. Like the drumsticks, the ice cream thing you'd get. They have
Yeah.
they have drumstick in
Oreos.
cereal. It's like the end of a drumstick with a chocolate in it. Just a
Really?
bunch of those cones and as the cereal.
That's so wild.
I know, and it's just like, what'd you say, Jack? What was the one you just said?
Oreos. And
Yeah, they had
just all
Oreo
types of
cereal, like
shit.
Oreos, and though, like it's just candy but cereal, or like sweets but that are turned into a cereal
It's just
form.
candy with milk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You want your
Okay.
candy milk breakfast?
We're back to the last two are series. Regular Rice Krispies. I know Ricky hates these. The Snap
Mhm.
Crackle Pop.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, those fucking elves have been. I feel like they would fucking probably gang
Even
rape
their
you if they
elves.
exist in real life. Those little elves, like.
Whoa.
That's the thing, dude. Is they hop out of the
They ain't
they-
raping me,
like
dog.
you're having your bowl of Rice Krispies in the morning, and they peek out of the box, and you're like, "What's that?" And they're just like, and you're playing with them, and you're having fun, but then they all start killing you. Like a bunch of them start coming, like more and more start coming out of the box and
Yeah.
start tearing you apart, stabbing you.
Yeah, are they waiting until you're sleeping and they start tying your feet together and shit?
Yeah, they sound like that. They're all nice, and you're tickling their little bellies, and they're having fun. Next thing you know, they're fucking. They got you tied to a chair, and they're pulling out your tongue and cutting it off.
Oh, that's awful.
Eating it back to you.
Yeah.
I can't get over the fact that when I eat them, I think I'm eating ants because they're all so small. I think I'm eating a bowl of ants, so that's why I don't like
Damn.
Rice Krispies.
So
That's fair. I never even thought of that before, but yeah.
Rice
Yeah.
Krispies
now you will try to eat
bars
them.
are good.
You're not gonna
No
want them.
kidding.
Would you guys settle on a D for these? Or how about this? How about an E? Because I think Cocoa Krispies are a D.
Okay, I would
Mhm.
settle on that.
Same
Cocoa
premise.
Krispies, they're just a chocolate covered ants. Same thing. Gross.
God damn, we have way more cereals than I thought. Half the show's a
Holy
fucking
fuck,
tier list.
dog.
Todd.
There's only a couple
That's
more.
That's okay. This could be its own video too.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna make it a video.
Yeah. Reese's Puffs, Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs. What do you guys think of Cocoa Puffs?
For me, they're below Reese's Puffs. Personally.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, I think
100%
they're
agree with
better. But what would you guys rate Cocoa Puffs
Have them
at?
with your pops.
Fuck you. Cuckoo
Cocoa
for
Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs? They had really good marketing.
They did have great marketing. I'll never forget that. I'll be like dementia riddled, and I'll be repeating
Yeah,
that
you're on that. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo
in my
for
wheelchair.
Cocoa Puffs. Cuckoo for
in my
Cocoa.
little
Yeah.
button for assistance. I would say I would give them. I wouldn't go below a C for the Cocoa Puffs. I'd still.
Near would I.
They weren't. I didn't dislike
I would
them.
agree. They're C.
Drop them in a C. That works.
Ricky will become president, and he'll have a Cocoa Puffs button in the fucking Oval Office, and they just bring you a bowl of Cocoa Puffs.
Smashing it.
It's fresh.
How about it just comes down from the ceiling?
You guys
Ah,
like?
that would be so
Rock.
sick.
I'm trying to.
That'd be
That would
With
be
the deal, make it rain.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think right now. I think you guys might be right. I think Reese's Puffs are better. I haven't had either of these ones in a long time, but I think just based on my memory of taste, I think you guys are right. Reese's Puff may be better.
Reese's Puffs got me into rap.
Yeah. Oh man, Reese's Puffs got me in a bind.
I think I had them recently because they were just defect at work, and I grabbed a handful because they're in the back. I'm like, oh, I'll see how they are, and they were disgusting. So I'm gonna think of them as a kid eating them, and not as an adult. And I like them. I'll put them at like a C or a D, but I definitely wasn't grabbing them.
Could we rank the Puffs the same? Because I feel like they're almost on the same level.
Even as a kid, I felt like the fat guy grabbing
maybe
those,
B.
you know. I was like, damn, this has Reese's rate on it. Like, am I fat? And I was like 10. I even thought about it. So when that happens, you know you shouldn't be eating that shit.
Jackson's eating saying, "I'm so fucking disgusting."
Yeah.
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 I'm disgusted by myself.
Oh god.
And then the last one is Crave. Since I barely remember how it tasted, I'm not even gonna rank it. I don't. You there listening? Have you had Crave? Where would you put Crave? Put it in the comments below. Are there cereals that were on this list we didn't mention? What are they, and where would you rank them on your tier list? Which ones do you agree with? Which ones do you disagree with? I'll tell you right now, Pops does not deserve to be an F tier alone by itself, you fucking bastards. Like,
minority here.
Out of this whole list, there's no other F tier cereals for you guys?
Oh, there is, but you just wouldn't let me put them there.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but you guys are also 80% of the cereals. F. You don't like fucking honey.
I'd say...
You don't like fucking honey, so that takes half of them out of the game.
I got an opinion. Yeah, I don't like honey.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
If I want oatmeal consistency, I'll eat oatmeal.
Yeah, right? Oh, God. Right there. That's the truth. That's all that needs to be said right there is that. This has to be the best tier list yet. And I think the most accurate as well. I mean, I don't know about accurate, but it's pretty good.
We came to consensus. I like it.
Yeah, we did.
We got the distributions actually pretty... That's good. That's a good distribution, honestly.
Very appealing to the eye, you know?
Yeah.
Shape we got going on there.
I think it was like a good tower. That's what I didn't want to happen is when it's just like one row, because it's honestly with tier lists, it's really easy to do that.
We all had strong opinions on it, so it worked.
It did. I'm also pretty sure that my tag for my name didn't come off the screen, but whatever. The other ones did.
Okay. I'm gonna be real. I thought you said I'm pretty sure I wasn't recording. I would have probably started crying. But I'm so happy you didn't say that.
No, fuck.
On the top.
I'm recording. But now we're back to the normal view here. Are there any? Yeah, do you want to wrap it up? I mean, it's been like an hour and a half. Are there any? I know we didn't talk about a whole lot. Is there anything, Ricky, you maybe want to talk about, bring up? I really appreciate you coming on kind of last minute, man. Just chilling, doing the cereal tier list with us, giving that third opinion.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Thanks for having me on. I don't have anything specifically. It'll be interesting to see how it ages. I think by early November or late October, I think there's going to be a credit event in the financial market, so we might actually finally go into a recession. But I'm just saying that to see how accurate I might be come that time.
Yeah,
I could feel good about that.
Could you explain
or not actually?
What would a credit event consist of? If you don't mind me asking.
Yes.
Basically, a recession. Companies will stop spending money, and so will people. And in America, a recession happens when consumers stop spending money. Like an immense amount of the economy is consumer spending.
Yeah.
And it's funny, a lot of recessions will happen just because people think a recession is coming, and they'll start saving money, and that in itself will cause a recession, which is kind of funny, kind of ironic.
Yeah.
I think October, because student loan repayments are going to start coming in. It's historically September, October, the worst months historically since like the beginning of the stock market for stocks.
Yeah.
They always do poorly. And the Bank of Japan is being funky. They own all of our debt. Not all of it, but they own the most by far of our debt. And the Bank of Japan is being kind of funny and fiddly with their own money. And so if they start tightening up and being like, I don't know if I'm going to invest in you, then rates for us are going to continue going higher, and the inflation thing isn't doing well. And even if the inflation rate does go well, historically, so we used to have really bad inflation in the 1970s, and then I'll be done. But we used to have really bad inflation in the 1970s. It was a big deal, late 70s. And the actual recession didn't actually start until the inflation started to get under control.
Okay.
Funnily enough. So if it does the same thing again, if the Fed actually did their job right, and I think it's fake, I think they're playing with the numbers to make it look better than it is. Because like housing right now is still insane. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is crazy. I think you're right from like my point of view, what I've seen with companies is like, I mean, companies are already, at least companies in my realm of work have already started cutting some type of funding, like for certain things, or cutting back, like whether that be slowing down hiring or doing all these other sorts of things to kind of just tighten up money. And it's sounding like some companies are already prepping for that now. Like there are already a lot doing that now because I think they do fear.
And billionaires are doing this. You can look at, because they have to report it live openly.
Yeah.
And they're starting to dump a ton of stocks. They're just doing it now.
Interesting.
But we'll see, because no one actually knows for sure. Student loans are going to fuck us. Also, credit card debt is at an all-time high as a country. Consumer credit card debt is over $1 trillion now, which is just wild.
Do you think like the Biden administration's thing they put in place for people not being able to default on loans in like the first year or whatever is going to have any impact on preventing a recession, or do you think it doesn't fucking matter?
It'll help.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking about that. I'm like, damn, that might be like the only thing that might actually help with that. But other than that, it still might be fucked. Like, I don't know.
It'll help. Also, we're now paying $300 billion as a country, just to maintain the interest on our debt. Not to pay off our debt, just to pay the interest on the debt is $300 billion now, which is another unique thing. It's the highest ever.
Whoa.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, right? And we're like, we're going to get this money for student loans. No, you're not. No one's going to be able to pay this shit.
Yeah, what if...
no one saved for it.
What if we collapse? Like, what if the dollar collapses? What happens?
The whole world collapses.
Yeah, like that would be good. Yeah. Like, what currency do we change? Can we go to bottle caps like Fallout? I'd much rather do that.
It'd be terrifying. We could go to the yuan, Chinese yuan.
I don't want to learn a new monopoly system.
You can kill me before I do that.
Is there money funny colors?
Well, they're doing digital now, so if they took over, they'd probably just give us digital so they could track us.
That would be terrible. How about Norway? Is there they got funny money? Is it funny colors?
They do. Yeah, it is. It's different. It's different sizes too, depending on how much money it's worth, which is convenient.
What?
Yeah. So the least expensive bill, like if you have a $1 bill, it's going to be shorter than the 5, which is.
But it's the same in height.
Yeah, but they're different.
I was gonna say, how big of a wallet do I need to get for the $100 bill? It's like super tall wallet. It also gets larger in scale.
Super easy to steal. Yeah, at least it's not like UK money. It has a baby on it and like a frail old lady. Like, what the fuck is that? Get the shit off here.
Pretty sure
the closest we got is a woman in Sacagawea, and that'd be it. That'd be the last woman that goes in any coin is Sacagawea, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I will not bow down to the Chinese masters once they come and invade us. Good. They could shoot me in the head. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it. This is going to be the way it has to be.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just embrace them. I'll just be playing like Mao Zedong, Red Sun in the Sky on my Bluetooth speaker. Oh, just like...
Oh. Yeah,
dude, you know what a scary thing for recessions is? Or bad economies? You know what's really good for a bad economy? Is going to war. That's a really bummer part of it too. Yeah. It's really good for the economy to go to war.
It is.
How's it good? Just production value for stuff goes
up?
Yeah.
Okay. We start demanding just a ton of goods, and since the government can just make money, it's like all of a sudden it's not quantitative easing, but there's a lot of liquidity all of a sudden.
Yeah. I saw
money's cheap. I don't know.
I saw somebody said somewhere that like they think we'll go to war with China over Taiwan by 2025, which I thought was like, I don't know.
I've seen that a lot. I hope we don't. I think that'd be the dumbest thing in the world. It's all because of the Taiwanese chip manufacturer. That's the only reason we care. Absolutely only reason.
Yeah.
Biden just signed a bill to give Taiwan guns. Sorry, I remember.
But I've known there's also been reports of like China running drills in the sea outside of like Taiwan and doing like all types of spooky shit. Like
I think China's going to take over Taiwan before the end of 2030. I don't know exactly when, but it just makes we need to get out of their hair. Their culture's been around for like 3,000 years or something, right?
Yeah.
They've been a pretty solidified culture for 3,000 years, and for that entire culture, other than when the Japanese took it, Taiwan has always been a part of China. And so now we're like, nah, fuck it. It's different now because I got gun, and they're upset about it. And we're like, but why are they upset? I don't get it. I don't know why we care so much. It's one island. Fuck it.
That and like I think the only thing is like, oh well, they're trying to be democratic like us, and it's like they're not really that much like different than their counterpart countries next to them. Like,
no, I guarantee if they didn't have the Taiwanese semiconductor TSMC, they make like 60% of the semiconductors in everything, literally everything.
Oh wow.
So that's the only reason we care. If that wasn't there, we wouldn't give a rat's ass. I guarantee it.
That makes sense.
Because they don't want China to control our infrastructure, basically. Because it's in our infrastructure.
And do you think China just obviously wants it back because they used to own it, and then also that having the semiconductor?
The semiconductor is a big deal, but they've been stealing those people, those engineers, because they're making their own processors now. They're embargoed from us for that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
we're terrified to hell. So I don't know.
And I know they're opening some Intel factory in the next 10 years here, some massive chip factory.
Yeah, and that's to hedge our bets against Taiwan, which makes sense. Also, manufacturing in the United States. What the hell?
I know. Well, then that comes down to all like the variables, right? The reason why they do manufacture or do it from over there is because they have like less pollution laws, and they just fuck everything up over there with all the shit they do. Whereas like I know, at least for me as an American, I'm willing to pay that extra money for it to be made here and to know that we're somewhat keeping the environment like okay, and we're not just making it a fucking polluted mess.
Yeah, and the money's staying within the country.
Exactly. I'd be willing as a consumer to pay a little
importing
more,
everything.
You know? Yeah. Because everything now you look at is just stamped made in China for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm assuming a lot of this shit. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, Japan because it's Sony, but yeah, for sure.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Vietnam for all the shirts now.
Yeah. Did you know that like Mongolia has like it makes like I don't know, it's like 80% of the world's cashmere, or did for a long time. Like that's their thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's like their only thing they make money off of.
Is that the one that is made by a bug? Or am I thinking of another?
I think that's silk.
That's silk. That's the spider.
Silk.
Spiders, right?
Well, there's like different bugs that make it. There's spider silk, and then there's the silk bugs that also do it.
I think they're like caterpillar-looking things.
They sucking on them to get the silk out.
I don't know what the fuck.
Milk
they suck on something, but I don't know.
They're popping the ends of them. The silk comes out.
Yeah, but ultimately, we better not go to war with China. That'd be the dumbest thing.
Bad news bears. That can't be good at all,
dude. It'd be so cool. No, I'm just kidding. Like, no, the last thing, dumb. Like, I feel like if we're ever to have like a Red Dawn in real life, it's gonna be China. Like, I'll just be at work one day in the office building, and I look outside, and I just see like red smoke coming down, and paratroopers just landing on the road. Like, that's where it's gonna be China, not the Soviet Union or Russia. I feel.
For sure.
And in the middle of the Bronx, and surely nothing will go wrong here. Surely I'll be fine. I talked about it before. It's going to be like Vietnam. Instead of coming out of like fucking, grass huts under the ground, we're going to be coming out of newspaper stands and fucking, crack tents and shit with needles and stabbing hepatitis. Be crackheads left and we got hepatitis. And it's like, oh man, I'm fucked up. I'm going to be dead in like a week. It's going to be crazy. It's
guerrilla warfare. Urban guerrilla warfare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, anyways, guys, I think you want to call it a show?
I'm good. Yeah.
All right. Jackson, anything else? Anything else?
As always, like, subscribe, comment. You want to come on the cast, let us know, all that jazz. Thank you for the support. I think we finally got unshadow banned on Instagram after I said some things I probably shouldn't have because the likes are kicking up a little bit better. Other than that, thanks for watching and all that shiz. Paul, I'll let you finish it off. And Ricky, as always, thank you for joining us. It's fantastic having you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Anything you want to say, Rick? All good?
I'm good.
Ricky's getting married. Everybody wish him a congratulations in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming on, Ricky. Looking forward to the wedding. Both of, you know what I mean. Both instances, the one here and the one in Norway. Yeah, he's actually 2 wives. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the one she knows about, the one she doesn't.
Yeah. God. All right. Gutterball 60. Have a good weekend.